High rents and skyrocketing house prices have sparked a 50% rise in the number of people living on London's canals in the past 5 years, with many seeing life on a houseboat as a viable, cheaper alternative to renting rooms elsewhere in the capital. In Hackney, an area in East London which is becoming increasingly popular with artists and young professionals, there was an 85% increase in the amount of boats last year. Student midwife Tara O'Sullivan has temporarily moored her boat next to Victoria Park in East London. She only just bought her canal boat and says it was a sensible purchase instead of renting in the city.
And it just seems to be a bit silly to pay so much rent in London, and it's just wasting it the whole time. So I thought, why not buy a houseboat and then I can live in London, move every 2 weeks, and be paying off an investment.
Ark Men, London boat liaison manager for the Canal and River Trust, said that the canal boat lifestyle might not be for everyone and shouldn't be seen as an alternative for cheap housing.
We are seeing more people live aboard, and I suspect that people do consider it to be a fairly cheap option. However, there are lots of challenges involved in that and lots of hidden costs that people really need to be aware of before they take the plunge.
Canal life in London isn't without its problems. With the number of boats multiplying, demand for moorings is outstripping supply, and as a result, costs are increasing too. Those without a permanent mooring are granted a licence on the condition that they continuously cruise. The Canal and River Trust specify that during cruising, the boat should not be in any one place more than 14 days, although critics say that the wording is too vague. If boaters violate this condition, they risk the restrictions or revoking of their boating licence. Electricity is scarce living on a boat, and basic sanitary tasks such as emptying waste from the toilet require specialist facilities on the riverbank. Many people living on the water say that the facilities for the increasing number of boats are not adequate and blame the Canal and River Trust for failing to adapt to demand.
So we know that boating numbers have risen, but they haven't given us facilities to match that. So water points, there's 5 water points in central London for thousands of boaters. That's ridiculous. We haven't just appeared onto the scene. They've had years to sort this out.
With the average property in London on the market for more than £490,000, that's a rise of 45% in 5 years according to Lloyds Bank. Slow economic growth combined with wage stagnation means the flood of people looking to live on the capital's waterways doesn't look like it will recede anytime soon.